I came to the United States. Tomorrow will be 23 years. Came here as a refugee. After with the program with Exodus, I helped with JDC, and I came here as I escaped from anti-Semitism. And that's what my son is going through right now. I wouldn't ever know until I came back to Ukraine. I just came back September 26th. I think for the worth of it, I came 23 years ago. I was hiding with a Jew, but now, when my son and I went to see a friend, he told me, this is the company, you cannot talk to a Jew. This friend, you can tell them that you're a Jew. So that's how things are right now in Ukraine, and it's horrible. One time my son forgot to take to keep him off after services. He was beaten. It's still going on, but it's not that bad. That's all that bad. I went to city of Dnipropetrovsk in Ukraine. Well, you guys see that it's a building. It looks like menorah built by two very wealthy Ukrainian businessmen, and they build it. It's very smart. They build it. The first floor takes all the. If you can imagine Chicago. If you're at the grocery in Chicago, for example, Nordstrom, there are a lot of stores that pay rent. But fifth or sixth floor, I think JDC, that they don't pay rent. So that's what they build the building for. So I took my son there. We went to see all the JDC programs, and I took my son there because I missed a lot of information. They told me, and so what we saw there. Can you see the picture? Okay. You can see the signs. This lady is in charge of organizing and bringing handicapped Jews to the center. They basically teach them how to walk, how to ride, how to cross the street. They're very young, most of the young people. That's what she does. She makes phone calls to find those Jews throughout the Dnipropetrovsk area. Oh, that's the hairdresser who's familiar. They have a little hairdresser there. She takes care of those people there. I think this is the video. So if you can imagine all the old people, they bring these older people to the center, and they entertain them. They're all together. If they were not put together, they would be home by themselves in the dark room, in the cold dark room. But because of us, they're there. Look at that. They're sitting in Hebrew. I think Hebrew or Yiddish. Oh, you wanted the video? Yeah. Let's do the video. Can you pause this for a second? Okay. Go back to the video. You can't pause the video.
Alex, we have a picture of them.
Oh, we do. Okay. Sorry. Let's keep going. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, back up the video. Let's
Can you
complete
back up
the video.
Thank you.
Go ahead and play the videos.
Play the video.
Okay. This lady making So all this older Jewish people brought here by some by the bus, some by the private volunteers who find them and bring them here to eat, to dance, to get a haircut. They have a sewing room. There's a person who does sewing for them. Well, Russian people still sew their socks and underwear. They don't throw it away. They take light bulb, put inside a sock, and sew the sock. But there's a room for sewing. There's room for. They have a little nursing room for all those people. Okay, this is the craft room. Yeah, there's a craft room. When I came there with my son, Actually, I was announced, they called me very important person. It's a very important person came from America. So that's what they made for me. And they told me to take it to Peoria. See, those older ladies that, there was a table on the right, yes, that's what they made for us. Yes, that's pretty neat. Okay, okay. This is a video, I think, also. Oh, just to see the man is pretty neat. That's the Russian one. So as you can see, because the laws can go there, they can be there and sing and dance. Well, this is the card. Yeah, this is the card. That's what they gave you there. So each person has, I think, the amount of $50 on their card. $50 on their card they can use for. There's the grocery store. There's a what's this? Drugstore. I think it's the drugs in the middle. You can buy medicine. So that's what they get. Because of us, they put money in their accounts and they go shop. Anywhere they want. Okay, this is again. So I didn't when I took my son there, I was seeing that there was so much information. He didn't need. My son was to the right, and he said, you know, this walker, you can't afford this walker. It's very expensive. So Ukrainians don't have walkers unless you in Jewish community, unless you are with JDC. That's the walker this lady couldn't afford. This is the food, and I think there's olive oil. We send them to on holidays. Okay. What is this thing?
There should be
Yeah,
one
food
more.
boxes, yeah.
There should be one more.
Well, some of the people are very, very sick, and they're young people. They're volunteers. They take their boxes. There's no mailing. They're mail boxes. They're physically taken to their houses. This is our last picture.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, okay, that's fine. There is an afterword. There is no afterword word Jew. It's a Jew, but it's not nice Jew in Russian. When I had a conversation, there were women. There was like a women sitting at the table, and the person who met me at the JDC, he said, I wanted to sit down with our women. And there was a couple of women from Warsaw. One was a Jewish woman from Warsaw. She lost her leg, and she was telling me how she has no leg, but every 2 years she has to go to the government and prove that she's handicapped, like her leg will grow back. So the person in charge of JDC and Temper Patrols, he made it happen that she doesn't have to go to the doctor every 2 years. But basically, she's handicapped for life now. So that's a stupid Ukrainian law. And because you're Jewish, and because we have JDC, because they can do things like that. They can medication, you get $50 a month pension. Medication costs one medication costs $60 a month. But because of us, they can buy medication using that card. And this person who in charge of, I call him Sukias, he was in charge. You call, if people have problems, they call him, he takes care of them. This lady could not afford medicine because she only had $50, and medication was $60. So he called the drugstore. He said, you know what, I'll send you all my patients if you give them this medicine for 20. So now they can afford it. And so because of us, they get this money every month on this little card. So when we were talking to all these ladies, and And I said, you know, when I was 7 years old, I was walking in the park with my mom, and they called my mother a Jew. I had no place to go. And they were there. They were sitting there. They weren't hiding, but if you met some anti-Semite, you could go there and hide to that center. I didn't have the place to go hide. Now they do because of us. That was awesome to see. That was pretty good. And in that part of the city, they feel secure. They feel being taken care of. They were thanking me, a very important person. So what I'm saying is, they wouldn't be able to make it without our help. And then now I'm here, I'm helping, I'm donating. It makes me feel good because I'm there. I was there. I saw where the money went. I should say where the money went, where the donation went. And then there were more people. And Ukraine is so horrible. Ukraine just going down. If there were not Jewish community, JDC, I don't know what would happen to Jews. Not all Jews can immigrate to Poland or Germany or Israel or the United States. So they're there. If it's not for us, I don't know what would happen. So I just want to ask you to donate. And after my trip, I probably want to ask you to donate a little more generous than usual because I live there. I came here as a refugee, as a Jewish refugee, and I kind of forgot how it was there after 23 years until I went there. So that was an eye-opening. Things are going worse, but because of us, we can make this every old person to afford that walker, a simple walker that you can see. Carl is walking this walker. You look at Carl, you don't even notice the walker. There you see the walker. Oh, that's a big deal. This person has a walker because of us. So, do we need to show cards on the screen or we down?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a lot to say, but I haven't ever used anything. Steven says, speak from the heart. I spoke from the heart. So, let's donate today. Remember, it's for next year, for 2017. We can collect money any way you want it. We can do monthly payments, we can do credit card. You can do like Russians, open the suitcase and just take the cash out. So we'll take whatever you can, even more. And I hope it'll be even more generous this year than last year. And speaking as a Ukrainian Jew, who actually was born in Moldova. Ukrainian Jew, being cold Jew, had no place to go. Now they have a place to go. They've been taken care of. And especially older people. They have food, and they have young people who are trying to find them because of us. So let's donate, let's help them. Thank you.